Hip-hop music always seems to be picked on for being controversial in terms of lyrics, but it has also been called out a fair few times for containing controversial music videos, whether due to their sexually explicit content or violent nature. This list will be counting down the 10 most controversial rap music videos ever. Keep in mind that the first 5 or so on this list are very debatably controversial, with it getting more and more controversial as we move up. I don't necessarily agree with all of them, but this list is mostly based on public reaction and critical reaction, with a smaller amount of my opinion being thrown in. With that being said, this is CDTVProductions, and let's get right into this list. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to put this out as my Friday video. This might actually be an extra top 10 for you guys, but if it is, I'll explain at the end why that is. At number 10, we have Sir Mix-a-Lot with Baby Got Back, which was criticised for its sexual content. Now this video is actually pretty tame by today's standards, but at the time it was released, it got banned from MTV for a short while due to its sexually explicit content. As you can see, it is 10 times less sexually explicit than most rap music videos that appear today. Nowadays we have multiple videos in strip clubs. Back then, a bad sculpture of an ass in the background of a video was enough to cause controversy. At number 9, we have Immortal Technique, Dance with the Devil, which contained pretty disturbing content.
Brothers cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her.
Now this is another one that was controversial due to the fact that the music video followed the narrative being told through the lyrics. I put this a bit lower because it's technically not an official music video, and despite its horrifying subject matter, the song is still praised for the issues it brings up, hence why it's lower on the list. If you don't know already, the story of the song is about a man, William, who essentially wants to join a gang, and as an initiation he has to rape and kill a woman. He does this along with the gang who wants to initiate him. They put a bag over the woman's head who they choose, taking her to a rooftop, and after they take turns beating and raping her, they take the bag off her head to kill her, and William realizes that it was his own mother that he just raped. As if that wasn't enough, shocked at the realization of what he's done, he jumps off the roof to kill himself, and the gang members finish off the job by killing his mother. It's a very depressing song, and all these acts are shown in the animated music video. It's definitely disturbing, but it didn't have bad intent. At number 8, we have Jay-Z with 99 Problems, which was criticized for its violent final scene.
But it ain't one. Hit me.
Now this was another one that some people saw as controversial, but I personally don't really see it. In the last scene, Jay-Z is shown being hit by multiple bullets. This was enough for people to complain, as music videos on TV usually have violent scenes edited out, but this one was not. It was controversial with certain viewers, but even MTV protected it themselves, with every airing of the music video starting off with MTV news reporter John Norris explaining why the scene is relevant and why it should be kept in the video. At number 7, we have Master P, Gutta Time, where he plays basketball with the KKK.
How we doing? I gotta get it. I gotta grind. I gotta hustle. I gotta shine. It's gonna time.
Now this one was more strange to me than anything. The video starts off with a warning saying that the video is meant as an artistic statement and has no racial intent. I mean, whatever that artistic statement is, I don't know, but the video is weird. It basically showed Master P playing basketball with the KKK, and some people found it to be quite offensive. I'm pretty unsure about this one, to be honest. At number 6, we have NWA with Alwayz Into Something, which was criticized for its glorification of violence. Now NWA was pretty much the devil group in the rap game during the 90s. Their music was always being attacked by critics and viewers alike for being misogynistic and violent. This particular video was attacked for the latter reason, as it depicted the NWA members doing things such as shoplifting and participating in gang violence. The video also showed multiple scenes of murder and gang violence, as was to be expected by a group with such controversial lyrics at the time. Now in our top half we have number 5, Public Enemy by The Time I Get to Arizona, which depicted the assassination of an Arizona governor. This video depicts Public Enemy assassinating the then governor of Arizona, Evan Meacham, with a car bomb. This was seen as very controversial and was banned from MTV after airing just one time, but in a way it's kind of justified. This video came about after the people of Arizona voted against there being a state holiday for Martin Luther King in 1990, and that happened 2 years after the governor at the time, Evan Meacham, said, and I quote, "I guess King did a lot for the colored people, but I don't think he deserves a national holiday." This obviously pissed off Public Enemy, who went on to make the song and the music video. So while some people might have found it shocking, the video did have a very strong political statement behind it. At number 4 we have Eminem with Spacebound, which was criticised for its domestic violence.
A popsicle stick and a possible reason I can think of to let you walk about this house and let you live. Tears stream down both of my cheeks. Now let you go and just give. Before I put that gun to my temple, I told you this. And I wouldn't do anything.
Eminem has had multiple videos that caused quite a stir. One of his more recent ones was Spacebound. Now this video follows the story told in the song, which shows Eminem's fictional girlfriend portrayed by Sasha Grey who cheats on him, which eventually leads to him violently choking her and then shows him shooting himself. This especially annoyed anti-violence group Mothers Against Violence, who stated that Eminem is not thinking about the families that would be affected by these particular violent scenes. Now of course, Eminem is just like a lightning rod for all these people. He's been criticized so often that I don't even know if he can do anything that would be considered controversial anymore, to be honest. At number 3 we have Nelly with Tip Drill, which was criticized for its over-sexualization of women. Now this video was heavily criticised for the extent to which it showed women as nothing more than sexual objects. Now women have always been used in a sexual way in hip-hop videos, but many consider Nelly to be taking it too far here. One of the main scenes that received a lot of negative attention was one where Nelly swiped a credit card between a woman's ass cheeks. It has been argued that these videos only do this purely to entertain and make money because, you know, sex sells. Now while I believe that this was only done for fun and Nelly had no intent of being purposefully misogynistic, I can see how some people would be offended by this, and it has been called the most misogynistic hip-hop video ever by large groups of people. At number 2 we have Nas, Hate Me Now, which was criticised for him depicting himself as Jesus.
Paper and hate, friends and snakes, growing old or early grave, hell or the pearly gates. I was destined to come, predicted, blame God, he blew breath in my lungs.
Now everything surrounding this video was pretty much surrounded in controversy. It all stemmed from the video which portrayed Nas as Jesus and eventually showed him being crucified, which obviously didn't go down too well with the Christian crowd. Then, further problems later came up when Puff Daddy, who was featured in the video, requested to be edited out of the crucifixion scene. However, the original version of the video, which included Puff Daddy in it, was accidentally aired. This then apparently led to Puff smashing a champagne bottle over the head of Nas's manager at the time, Steve Stout, who he blamed for the incident. So not only does the video for this one have a negative reputation, so did the consequences of it even being aired. And at number 1 we have one of the most recent ones, which is Kanye West, Famous, which was very heavily criticized for displaying realistic figurines of naked famous people.
I be Puerto Rican Day Parade floating. That Benz Marina Del Rey coasting. She be Puerto Rican Day Parade waving. Last month I helped her with the car payment.
Now, of course, the most controversial video here is going to come from the man who is debatably the most polarizing man in rap music. This is also the most recent video on this list and has kicked up a massive shitstorm recently. Essentially, what this did was show multiple lifelike wax figures of nude celebrities, such as Amber Rose, Rihanna, who features on the song, and Taylor Swift, who Kanye already mentioned in a very controversial way in the song. It has been debated whether or not the depictions of the nude women in the video are realistic enough for them to sue Kanye. Obviously, the reason this pissed thousands of people off was because Kanye used the excuse of artistic license to show what was a really realistic interpretation of the nude bodies of famous females, which was then shown to the millions of people who will watch the video. This video is also pretty divisive in terms of ratings on YouTube. At the time of making this, the video does have quite a large 270,000 likes, but then on the other hand, it also has a very massive 325,000 dislikes. Very controversial indeed. Well guys, that is going to be it for the list today. What did you guys think of it? Do you agree with these being controversial? I'm not really sure how many of these I agree with. Remember to keep in mind, this isn't my personal opinion. I kind of ranked them slightly in my personal opinion, but mainly I put them on here from the kind of reaction that they garnered from the public. With that being said, this might actually go out on Friday, which is usually when I do worst rappers in the game or discography ranked videos. And the reason for that is I record these on Wednesday and I haven't listened to all of 21 Savage's music yet, who I'm doing the next episode of Worst Rappers in the Game on. So I'm not able to record it yet, and I could like listen to it now and record it tomorrow, but I'm actually flying back to Scotland tomorrow. I am from there. I lived there for 13 years. I don't anymore. I'll explain that in my Q&A video, but basically I'm flying back to Scotland tomorrow for Christmas, and yeah, so I won't have time to record it, so I'm going to try and get this one recorded, edited, and uploaded before I go, so that it will definitely be ready in time, because I'm gonna have a very busy time in Scotland. But with that being said, that is why this video is a top 10 one on Friday. But I hope you guys are enjoying all these videos so far. Thank you so much for the support, as I say all the time. I am trying to get the Q&A done. I was actually, you know what, I'm not gonna tell you my plans for it, but that's all I'm gonna say, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below, or you can just search for me at CDTVProductions. Support me on my Patreon if you want to. As I say all the time, you don't need to. Subscribing and all that is enough, but if you want to help me improve the channel in multiple ways, it'd be great just to, even $1 would be nice, but it doesn't matter, like I've said. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I will hopefully see you all in the next video, and this is CDTV Productions, signing out.